And as we mentioned, Governor Newsom plans to file a lawsuit today against the Trump administration over the deployment of the National Guard. So with that, ABC 10's Candace Red joins us live in studio to explain more. Hi, Candace.
And Jordan, good morning to you. As we know, President Donald Trump is deploying 2,000 troops with the California National Guard to Los Angeles in response to violent immigration protests. Well, the White House made the announcement on Saturday. The Trump administration said Democratic leaders in our state are, quote, failing to protect their citizens, end quote. Well, Governor Gavin Newsom disagrees. He released his own statement over the weekend calling Trump's decision, quote, inflammatory. Well, Newsom went on to explain that there is no shortage of law enforcement and Trump's decision will, quote, only escalate tensions. This is not the first time Trump and Newsom did not see eye to eye. We already know that. But the question is, can a president order soldiers to be sent to a certain location, even if the state's governor disagrees? We reached out to legal experts for answers. Take a listen.
What President Trump has done by saying, I'm calling up the National Guard under Title 10, only gives the National Guard the power to act in a supporting role, essentially to help protect other federal agents or federal property.
No one's making protesters push back against police officers trying to make arrests with lawful orders. No one's making anybody do these things. And so this is about accountability at the end of the day.
It just turns California again into this sort of national, punching bag. They just have all the footage now of California out of control. And the governor's trying to, to write this in a way that ends with some sort of calmness.
Keep in mind, Trump's done this before. In 2020, Trump asked several governors to send troops to Washington, D.C. in response to social justice protests over the murder of George Floyd. Many governors agreed and did it. Well, this time around, all Democratic governors are speaking out over over troops being sent to Los Angeles. Well, the Democratic Governors Association released this statement. It reads in part, quote, President Trump's move to deploy California's National Guard is an alarming abuse of power. Governors are the commanders-in-chief of their National Guard, and the federal government activating them in their own borders without consulting or working with a state's governor is ineffective and dangerous, end quote there. We also know that statement goes on to explain that local authorities should be able to do their jobs without federal interference. Jordan?
All right, Candace, thank you. And we will continue to follow this today across the state. We'll have continuing coverage of the national, local, statewide reactions to these protests here on ABC 10, as well as on our free ABC 10 Plus TV streaming app.